And it's Kushaportel who's at the non-strikers end. So they've brought the big guns. Patel was pretty sprightly at the top of the innings. But this man, he has been outstanding. Only gave up one boundary.
Well, they're going to try and come for two, but they realise that Crows closed that down very quickly indeed. That's good play.
Well, it's a really good start from Durham. All of these fielders are right on their toes at the moment. They know how quickly they run between the wickets. In the air.
That was a chance. All the way to the boundary. Vikram Singh couldn't bring in the catch.
Nerves frazzled. I couldn't quite see if he got a fingertip to it.
It was a good stroke. How close was he?
I don't think he got a fingertip to it. Just out of reach.
Well, a realignment of the field at the moment. We have a long leg going in. It's in the air, that's blasted away. That is a terrific shot for six.
Oh, Birdsell getting in on the action now. Taking to the spinner. Big stride forward. And that was in his arc. And a man's just come out to the Portaloo and the ball's almost got in.
I wasn't sure you're allowed to put a fielder in the bathroom, but obviously you can.
We've seen everything today.
Fourth ball. Goes high, go down, comes across, he's not going to get there for the catch, but he will stop it from crossing the rope. And they take two.
He's so good patrolling the boundary is Max O'Dowd. Just having to make that split-second judgment, as he did down the other end as well. Makes the right call.
Michel Bertel will open the batting. That's high in there. O'Dowd looking for it. He's setting himself just inside the rope, but can't get there. It's another six.
Well, Durham, he'd only conceded 1-6 in all 4 of his overs, but now he's conceded 2 in the super over. Got so much height on it. Thought it might have been a chance for O'Dowd, but it didn't drop far. It was just that elevation that he got.
Final ball in there. That is to O'Dowd. It's straight down. He's not had to move, and he takes the catch.
Well, more importantly, it's a dot ball too, but 19 runs coming off the super over, and the Netherlands are going to need 20 to win.
Everybody thought their day was over, but it's not to be with this super over. In terms of the super over, 19 a good target to go for? Is that tough?
Oh, well, I've got to try and get to 20 if it's 19. Well, if it's under playing conditions, then we'll be going to another super over. So 20, the target, that is pretty steep. That's a really good one to have to bat first and put that up early. Pressure all on Netherlands as they walk out, but yeah, it'd be very interesting. Zulfikar, I wonder if they will go for him. He scored 25 of 12.
So this super over, 19 scored, doesn't really matter. The problem with dropping wickets is, of course, it's a dot ball and you're not scoring runs. I mean, that's really what matters there. You're looking to score off of every ball, which is a tough thing to do. I mean, yes, Nepal lost a wicket at the end, but I mean, they scored 19 runs. So what you really want to do is to get your best batter on strike, keep him on strike, and see if he can thump the way to victory.
Yeah, they've just got to get themselves, to 20 runs by hook or by crook. I'm just looking, I think I just saw Bim Sharkey coming onto the field. So just coming on as a sub fielder. Interesting. So it looks like Michael Levitt it is and Max O'Dowd. So they are going with their established openers. I wasn't sure if Zulfikar might just have a chance, seeing he was running so hot earlier.
Well, big moments. Levitt and O'Dowd. Karen Casey has been selected as the bowler. Now,
Oh,
he's
boy.
box office as it is, and he's box office now in a super over.
Well, he's also the man that they've turned to at really pivotal moments. Of course, the famous Valentine's Day victory in Windhoek. That is the stuff of folklore in Nepal. And he's called the Valentine's Day man because of the innings that he played that day. It's with the ball that his country needs him now.
Nepal playing for the 100th time in T20 international cricket at this level, and this would be as sweet a win as they could find. Can the Dutch though reply? The Dutch have had the better of things against Nepal in recent times in one-day T20 matches. Karan Casey runs in. That is absolutely hammered for 6. And that goes right over the edge of the commentary tent and the cameras. How about that to start?
Well, that's why he's come out here, Michael Levitt. What a way to start this super over. It sat up. And he put plenty of muscle behind that one. Oh, boy. Yeah, I like the fact that our cameraman did not even flinch as well. He's hard. He's tough. Get ready, there might be some more balls flying your way.
Ball 2, 6 from the first, what from the second? Well, there was thinking about a single and they'll have to go back.
Well, that was just a little bit of a brain fade, I think, a lack of communication between Levitt and O'Dowd. It really does show what pressure does in a super over. They could have taken a single there. Whichever way they went, they had to communicate clearly. In the end, they ended up looking at each other, looking back, looking at each other. Doesn't matter now, but they've only got four deliveries left, 4 legal deliveries left.
The bowler in. Oh, that was high. The run is through. He'll be run out at the other end. Eventually, no. Well, pressure does get to the batting team. It gets to the bowling team too. That should have been a run out and wasn't.
Well, here we go again. It is what pressure does. The hesitation, the lack of communication, but in the end, Karan Casey just couldn't gather the ball. It was very close. Umpire was right there on the spot. And in the end, they've just run through for the bye. But they need another 6. They need another boundary. They've only got 3 deliveries remaining. 13 off 3 is the equation. Really, really tight.
Max O'Dowd takes strike, will face the first ball that he's faced in this super over. And it comes, it's absolutely hammered. The fielder is across. Bertel will take one, they'll go back for a second, but that's all they're going to get. 2 balls to come. Remember, they need 20.
11 off 2. That is the equation now. They need a 6. They need O'Dowd to try and find that boundary road.
Of course, if it goes to 19, we've got another super over on our hands.
Just had Kushab Patel actually asking me how many balls left, how many needed. I tell you what, they're all on edge. They are all on edge.
This is the pivotal ball of the match. Can't afford to bowl a wide. Would add 1 to the tally and have to bowl again.
Max O'Dowd just looking at his options. He's just going to have to swing. Needs to find the boundary and cross it, if at all possible.
And it comes It's absolutely melted. That is heading for the city centre. That is a 6 of absolute epic proportions, and all still to play for.
Oh boy, Max O'Dowd, and he looks cool as a cucumber. It was a gift, it was a full toss, and he just let the bat do the rest. Pace on, full toss, thank you very much. Right, so 5 required off the last ball, so that means they need another 6, or else we're going to be going to another. Well, they need 6 off the last ball, I should say.
4 would do it to the super over.
4 sends us to a super over again. Oh, can we keep? How are our nerves going to handle this?
Alan Casey. Well, he's been spoken to by Tender Singh, the vice captain. They need to try and settle here. Max O'Dowd standing.
And look, he doesn't look like he's even breaking his sweat. All in a day's work, Max O'Dowd. Cool as a cucumber. I tell you what, I'm not.
4 will send us to super over. 6 will send the Dutch home happy. Anything less, and it's Nepal's day. There's the strike. The ball is heading to the boundary. Is he going to get there? It does. It crosses the rope. And remarkably, Nepal had hit 19 in their super over. The Netherlands have just done the same. Cricket, gotta love it.
Oh,
19
boy.
and 19. Let's do it all again. And it's the skipper, Scott Edwards, who will be on strike.
Yeah, interesting call to change the batters for the super over. Well, also, you say that about sportsmen. If you're a sports fan and you don't find this thrilling, I don't know what you want, because this has just been incredible stuff. We've had so much entertainment throughout the regular overs, but then to have 2 super overs, my goodness.
Well, if you've been with us throughout the day, you'll realise that some of these overs just get bowled so quickly. You get to this nail-biting stuff, time taken, every fielding position is done exactly. All the communication has to be correct.
Oh, they are enjoying it. Everyone's smiling. Everyone's happy as they just settle in. But what an incredible advertisement this has been. I love a Tri-Nations, by the way. It's wonderful to see these 3 teams involved. They've been brilliant in Dundee. They've been fabulous so far here in Glasgow. Should be more of it. They're a remarkable level of entertainment. Now, if this goes to a 3rd super over, it has never happened in international cricket. I would not put it past these teams to send us there. We're in the 2nd super over. That in itself is rare enough.
Rabanchi, first ball. And there's the field. Again, you're just trying to find where the gaps are. There's not a long on.
No, they've got 2 out deep on the leg side.
Just the 2nd time that has been 2nd super over in international cricket, and you're watching it live. First ball. Absolutely hammered, it's in the air, and that's not coming back in a hurry. That is a terrific strike. It's 6.
Well, that's why the skipper has come out. He's their best player of spin. I think they realised that was the direction Nepal were heading in. And what a great start to the over from Scott Edwards. Oh boy.
Just calmly played. Read it all the way. Swept beautifully. And that wasn't coming back in a hurry. So again, just some subtle field changes.
Right, just having a word with Rajvanshi as well. Scott Edwards, if he gets the chance to play that slog sweep again, he will go. Got two out on the boundary waiting for that shot. It's with the wind as well.
Ball two. And again, there should be two in this. If they're going to come back, they'll be should be quick. Now they decided against it. And Maxedau says, no, I'll take this one. Don't you worry, skipper.
Well, Scott Edwards in particular is very quick, but Irie, they saw who was fielding, and it was the Tiger, Devendra Singh Irie, herring in. There's no way they were going to test his arm. One of the best fielders in the world, in my opinion.
So Maxedau took part in the first super over. Batted well. Let's see what ball three shot round. Goes for it. That's not coming back in a hurry either. That is six. Way over the boundary ropes. And this has been a terrific start to super over number two. Maxedau, watch his skipper hit six. He's just done the same.
Well, he went the other way. That was hung outside the off stump. It wasn't the worst ball, but it was enough in the slot for O'Dowd to send it on to the tennis courts. They just carved it away. Oh, they're not nervous. Not nervous at all. Enjoying the entertainment. But what a good start. 13 at the halfway mark of this super over. Rajbanshi has to find a way to pull this back.
The Dutch have a day off tomorrow. They may well enjoy themselves tonight. Should they finish this one with the victory. Ball four. 13 on the scoreboard. That's a wide. So the score goes up to 14 and the ball will be bowled again.
Yeah, that's a gift that they don't need to give away at this point.
They're going through the bowler's mind. That's a lovely stroke. Got it cleanly. Got the fielder in the right position.
And that's what he's trying to do. You saw him bowl the wide and you knew that was coming next. He's trying to bowl dry outside the off stump. It's full. And he can only really dig it out. They've got protection out there.
Two balls to come if they can get a boundary from either. They're really going to set a test for Nepal. That's a full toss. There's a man out there, but it's going to fall short. They will have to come for the second. And they're quickly in. They'll watch the overthrow. That's well played by Kanakesi to check.
Oh, and it was Irie as well. They did test his arm, and on that occasion, they get back. Just couldn't get enough elevation, couldn't get enough power upwards, and he had to hair back. It was quick, it was tight. Perhaps if the throw had taken off the bails. My goodness, right. One ball remaining.
I think they're going to bring in a pinch runner here.
They are.
So Maxedau is pretty quick, but really in this situation you want somebody who's even quicker between the wickets, and Michael Levitt is the man who's been called upon. So if this doesn't find the boundary, they will be running.
I don't know whether he might have tweaked. Did he tweak something? He looked a little bit uncomfortable when he made one of those shots. I'm not sure. We'll have to check on that if he's actually retired out. Hurt or retired out.
Here's the opportunity with the last ball. They need something off this to set a tough target. 19.
Oh, yeah.
Final ball. And it comes. That's swept away. It's high. There's a man on the boundary. He takes it.
It's the Tiger, Devendra Singh Irie. He's been in the action all the way through. But most importantly, it's the wicket. It's not the wicket, it's the top ball. It keeps the Netherlands to 17. And Nepal, they'll be back chasing 18. Safe as houses out there.
2 sixes in the
Series in the all three teams, Scotland, Netherlands, Nepal, we kept having something happen in those ODIs that set a record, or it was something very special. You've just got three brilliant teams, so competitive. It's fantastic they've been able to bring T20 cricket to Glasgow this week.
Super over number 2, Carl Klein with the first delivery for the Dutch. It's in the air, it's absolutely hammered. And the crowd on the far side love the opening 6.
Again, how on earth has he got this ball there? Podol. Oh boy, just take another look at this. Down on one knee. He just flat bats that. Again, a bit of a helicopter afterwards and sends it straight down the ground. Gee willikers, he's got to be seeing the ball well to play that shot.
12 to win, 5 remaining. And Klein has a little bit of thinking to do here. But it had to be said that the second super over for the Netherlands started with a 6, followed with a dot ball. Well, again, Scott Edwards, the wicketkeeper captain, just making some fielding changes. Singh has been brought in from the third man to more a short third man at the moment. They do have a long off. Second ball to come.
Two on the fence on the leg side. Got a deep backward square leg. Got a deep mid wicket.
Klein.
Field up on the offside. One out.
Second ball in. That's a full toss. It's pulled. There's certainly one in there, and they will have to stand by just the one. Good start.
Yeah, good work by Lion Cachet, one of the two fielders I mentioned, out on the rope on the leg side. And actually, he's done so well, because normally these two would have taken 2. So, Nidamanuru out there as well. And Roelof van der Merwe still on there as well. Wise head. One of the most experienced Dutch players. It's just giving a few calm words to Kyle Klein.
Ball number 3 in the super over. Klein, plenty of pace, digs that in. It's deep, it's over, and that's going to be 4. And that is exactly where Vikram Singh was at third man. He was pulled up to short third man, and that's been a costly change in the field for the Dutch.
Well, he just flashed really hard at this one and got enough on it. I think we saw an almost identical one in the previous super over as well. And there it is, 7 to win, 3 balls remaining. What the Dutch need now, I think, is a wicket. So at least that would be a dot ball as well. But in fact, it's a dot. It's just the dots. They need a dot.
Well, if Singh had stayed where he was initially, he was to come in. He's now going back to third man. He would have made the catch pretty easily. But you've got to play the ball, and that's precisely what they did. Airy now on strike. Found the boundary with his first. 3 balls gone. 3 maximum to come. That is an excellent ball.
Brilliant, and also brilliant work by Scott Edwards, who was straight up there. He knew that there was a chance that they were going to run the bye. Shuffled across, but couldn't connect with the Yorker. These are the death bowling skills of Carl Klein.
2 balls to come, 7 runs to win.
Again, they need a boundary.
If this goes to a third super over, this place will be nuts. Klein decides to restart his run.
I don't put anything past these sides. Batsman
saying he wasn't ready, so Klein needs to start again. Two to come. That's direct, it's through. They're going to try and run the bag. Is he going to get there? He's in to come back. But the dot ball is the most important thing. And as long as they don't bowl a wide, the Dutch will win.
Well, really intelligent there. Scott Edwards kept his head because the temptation to throw the ball, he might have got the run out, but he knew that there was no one there backing up. If he'd thrown it, then they could have gone for at least one overthrow. Really smart work from the captain there.
Well, how are you feeling? You're enjoying this, I can tell.
Are you kidding me? I live for this. I just love it. Just incredible. Matches are always so close, hard fought, entertaining. And we've got three of the best teams to watch, I feel, here. Three teams that have gone to World Cups and beaten full members or given them a shake. Only a matter of time before Nepal does, that's for sure.
So the opportunity, just do not bowl wide. That is the main thing for Mr. Klein. He doesn't mind if he gets smacked for a six into the Meldrum Gardens, because they would end and go again. So they can't lose here, the Dutch. But a six, they would. Well, let's see what happens.
Oh, it's tense. It is tense.
Are we going to go to a third super over? That's the question.
Coin toss. Flip it. Would not put it past them.
6 to tie. Klein comes round the wicket. It's high in the air. And it is absolutely taken down the ground. Somehow they've done it again.
Oh, what is going on? What is this sign? Let's just keep playing forever. That's what these fans say. They're having such a good time. Don't put anything past them. History made for the first time. We are going to a third super over, and there is nothing to separate these two sides.
Came round the wicket. It was a little bit outside the off stump. It was very hittable, and it was hit. That is a marvellous shot. And we're going to have to go round all over again.
Ooh-wee. What will this one have in store for us? I think I'm ready for anything right now.
3 of the 4 super overs so far have opened with sixes. Let's see how this one opens.
They'll go for it, that's for sure.
Sideline Cachet. That is driven, it's high in the air. That's catchable, and it is caught. That is a brilliant start for the Dutch. It simply didn't have the power needed. It's a dot ball, never mind the wicket. It's the fact no runs have scored.
Well, you knew he was going to go for it, Podell. He has managed to get the ball away so well each time, but in that occasion, oh, Kyle Klein, what a magnificent catch that was from him. Running forward, pressure on him, makes the dive, takes the catch. Oh boy, what a start to the super over that is. The main man, the captain, the one who has kept them in this race all the way through is now going to have to sit back and watch.
Deep extra cover. Kyle Klein came in. Really good catch too. Rupesh Singh is now in.
Zach Line, Cachet, talk about cool under pressure.
0 for 1.
Super stuff from Lion Cachet, and the perfect start to this over. Wicket dot. Rupesh Singh needs to find bat on ball.
Ball 3, driven in. Well, attempted stumping, but this is as good as it gets to start a super over.
absolutely brilliant. They're just having a chat, and we saw they didn't go with Doran, who bowled the first super over. They've cycled through their bowlers, of course. And Ryan Cachet coming in for the third one.
Rupesh Singh had a 6 in his innings of 19 earlier. I wondered if Lokesh Pant might have been called upon as he opened the batting, and he was out for a duck before they went with a man in better form. Ball 4. Super over number 3. Has he got him? He has. He's gone. Got a tickle, taken by Edwards, and Nepal are in a world of hurt in this third super over. It's advantage Netherlands.
Well, I don't think Rupesh Singh is convinced. I think he's asking if anyone heard anything. Scott Edwards started celebrating straight away. Just have another look. He celebrated straight away. He was convinced. The umpires are convinced. This isn't over yet. This is not over yet.
You take Nepal, I'll take the Dutch.
Oh, Machani loves a big moment.
Michael Levitt, knowing he needs just to strike a single, and his team will win. Namashani in, bowls, full toss, that is up, it is a 6 to win. And the Netherlands on the first ball of super over number 3, Michael Levitt straight to the boundary, didn't hang around. Joy for the Dutch. Disappointment for Nepal, but the winners this afternoon were everybody here to witness absolute history, a terrific game between two teams that required a third super over to separate them for the first time in history. Nepal and the Netherlands have gone to 3 super overs, and it's the Netherlands who take the win.
Look at the smiles out there. They know they've taken part in something special. In the end, it was full outside the off-stump. You saw it almost took us out in the commentary tent. We felt the pressure as well. Hugs all around. They know they've participated in something special. It has been brilliant to watch. Whatever you're doing, make sure you're around for the rest of this week, because I suspect it will remain just as exciting.
Stay with us, we're gonna